Hi Pisces, welcome to your forecast for March 2023 and happy birthday, happy Pisces season. A lot of Pisces energy this month and something major that's going to happen, and that's Saturn that will be moving in your sign until 2026, and we're going to talk about it. So let's first get on with the introduction and then we'll jump right into the forecast. So I'm working with a whole sign house system, and you can use this forecast for your sun, moon, and rising. Also, remember that dates and times may vary depending on where you live. And you can screenshot the video right now if you want to keep up to date with the key cycles and transits that are going to occur on March 2023. And I have your charts up, but I haven't included the Sun, Moon, Venus, or Mercury. And that is because they are moving so fast from sign to sign. I just didn't want to squeeze them in. And, I appreciate art, so I want to keep everything cute. And I'm sure you get that as a Pisces dominant. But if you look at the right-hand side of the video, I have all the key dates. And if you want to learn more about how this year will impact you, you can book an astrology reading on my website, riaquartz.com. All right, so March, let's get into it. Now, on the 1st of March or the 2nd of March, depending on where you live, we're going to have a Venus and Jupiter conjunction in your second house. So Jupiter is the energy of abundance, expansion, optimism. It's just this beautiful energy. And it's in your second house of finances, money, self-worth, and value. So this is probably a time where you are expanding. I would expect a lot of abundance for you occurring during this time. However, this can vary depending on your charts because Jupiter can go both ways. It could either expand in a positive way or it can go left. So this depends on your chart, but Jupiter for the most part, is very positive. It's this beautiful, joyful energy. And when Venus is in a conjunction with Jupiter, this is meant to be like a match made in heaven because Venus rules over love, relationships, harmony, partnerships, also money. So this is going to be a time where there has to be some developments happening for you, some abundance entering your life, prosperity entering your life. And remember that abundance and prosperity is your birthright. So this is going to be a good time for you. A lot of blessings coming in, a lot of material blessings, and perhaps you're feeling good as well. However, for some of you guys, you may be feeling a little down around this area of life, and that's because Chiron is also in Aries and very close by in this conjunction. So this is like a triple conjunction. We have Venus, Jupiter, and Chiron in Aries. And Chiron is a wounded healer. Chiron makes us look at our wounds, painful memories, and experiences. So although there's this abundance of energy in your life, there may still be some triggering moments. You may feel a bit down. You may feel a little low on your self-worth, self-value, self-esteem. So really check in with yourself. If there are certain emotions coming up, they're coming up for a reason because they want to be acknowledged and transformed and released. And once you get rid of any fears, any issues from the past, any emotions that are stuck, that's when you make more room for more abundance to come through. And the secret to abundance is not just already believing that you have something or just visualizing it. The secret to manifesting is also making sure there's nothing that is an obstacle in your life. There's nothing preventing you from achieving. You need to look at your life. Is there any room? Have I made any room? Is there anything that is stopping me from manifesting? So a lot of opportunity here for healing and expansion and creativity. Maybe you're feeling so creative and you're going to use your creative energy to bring in more money as well. Like Venus and Jupiter and Chiron can actually inspire you to create something that is not just healing for you, but others as well. And in return, this can also bring forth a lot of abundance and prosperity. On March the 2nd, we also have Mercury that enters Pisces in your first house. So communication during this time is very artistic and poetic. And this is a time where you're going to enjoy communicating with others, and it's going to be very sentimental. March the 7th, this is when it's going to be intense because we have the full moon in your opposite sign of Virgo in your 7th house. And at the same time, 55 minutes later, just to be precise, we have Saturn in Pisces in your first house. This is going to be huge, huge, huge for you. This cycle is going to be impacting you the most. And this is all about relationships. You and relationships, your needs versus what you are able to give and receive in relationships. So there can be a lot of tension during this time. There can be a lot of emotions that come up to the surface because the full moon in Virgo is going to bring a lot of intensity, a lot of anxiety or nervous energy as well. Virgo is very analytical energy, so you may be reevaluating relationships, or perhaps the emotions are going to be so strong during this time, especially because you have a lot of Pisces energy, that there may be something that you need to overcome, or you need to have a very serious conversation. This could indicate releasing, letting people go. There could be a breakup because the full moon is always encouraging us to let go of something in order to allow something new to come. So take a look at all your relationships. This could be romantic relationships, marriage, business partnerships, just your one-to-one relationships with others. Is there something that needs to be released? Somebody that you need to let go of? Do you need to work on something? Like this full moon will bring all those emotions right up to the surface. And Saturn in Pisces is going to make you take your entire life more serious than ever before. Perhaps you've already gone through this transit in the past, and think about that. What did that cycle teach you? Because if you've applied those lessons, Saturn will give you an easy ride. However, if you still need to integrate those lessons, then Saturn will make this transit a little more challenging and give you a little more of a difficult time and give you some pressure. But remember, pressure creates diamonds. And with Saturn moving into your sign, it's about letting anything that does not truly serve your higher self go. Removing those rose tinted glasses. Taking your emotions, your spiritual health, your well being, your mind, body, soul, and spirit, your spiritual beliefs, your relationships, your needs more seriously. And if you want to learn more about this transit, I have a video on Saturn in Pisces. You can check that out where I go through all the zodiac signs. I'll leave it down below in the description box. March the 12th, Jupiter will be in a conjunction with Chiron in your second house. This is a continuation of the energies that you'll feel at the beginning of the month when Venus will be in a conjunction with Jupiter. So another opportunity here for healing and expansion. Jupiter is more about the positive side of spirituality and all about the abundance and expansion and the excitement and the positivity, whereas Chiron is more the deeper part of spirituality and healing. It's more about the psyche, the soul. It's a very shamanic energy too. So another opportunity to use your creativity and manifest and create and heal and expand. March the 16th, Venus enters Taurus in your third house. So this could be a time where you're feeling very creative in terms of writing and communication. Venus will help you have more heartfelt conversations. Venus will also help you enjoy the company of others and be around people and your environment, your neighborhood, and perhaps also siblings as well. On March the 19th, Mercury enters Aries in your second house. This could indicate some developments in terms of money and finances. Perhaps you will be signing something or expanding on something further. Make sure you always read the small print. March the 20th, the Sun enters Aries in your second house, shining light in this house of money, finances, and self worth. March the 21st, we have the new moon in Aries in your second house. So a lot is occurring, a lot of developments, a lot of expansion, a lot of blessings when it comes to money and finances for you. So this is a great time for new opportunities. This is a great time for new beginnings, new cycles, for planting seeds, for manifesting, for attracting. Get your vision board out, be in ritual, be in ceremony. Perhaps during this time, the universe will align you with the perfect opportunity for you. Now, this new moon will be in opposition with Ceres, and Ceres rules over our security, our nurturing, also rules over compromising. So, this is going to be in your eighth house. So, you have to be very careful about your needs, what you require to feel secure, what you require to feel good about yourself, what you require to feel like your needs are being met, and where are you willing to compromise. Do not make any decisions too soon because Ceres rules over compromises. And ask yourself, what am I willing to compromise on? Because this is the axis of money. The second house is your money. The eighth house is the money you share with others, whether it's in a marriage, business partnership. Take a look at the situation. Take your time. Use your logic and intuition before you make any decisions. And this will also trigger your self-worth as well and your self-value. So this is another opportunity to take a look at the shadows and heal and release so that you can manifest more abundance into your life. And during this new moon, we also will have Venus, Juno, and the North Node in your third house. So this is a great time for creativity, starting a creative project that you are committed to. And it may have to do with writing or speaking. So you can also plant the seeds and manifest, work with the energy because it's all there for you. On March the 23rd, Pluto enters Aquarius. This is a huge shift for you because it will be entering your 12th house. So you'll be taking a look at the past. This is a lot of karmic energy. Pluto wants you to release all that does not serve you. Now, this will depend on your chart. So if you want to learn more about how this will impact you, you can book a reading on my website, realquotes.com. Pluto will be making you take a trip to memory lane. Pluto will be making you think about past experiences and memories. It will tune you back to your unconscious and subconscious, buried emotions, buried wounds and triggers. This may be a time where you feel alone, feel detached, but it's going to completely transform your psyche and your spirituality and your relationship with the world and the universe. So this is going to be huge for your spiritual development and evolution. But it's very important to take care of your mind, body, soul, and spirit during this transit. And if you want to learn more about this transit, I also have a video on Pluto in Aquarius, and I go through all the zodiac signs. You can check that out. I will leave the link down below. March the 25th, Mars enters Cancer in your 5th house. It's been in Gemini since August 2022 for 7 months in your 4th house. So there's been a lot of energy around home, family. Maybe you had to move or there were some developments occurring around family and home. But now Mars is moving forward in your 5th house of creativity, self-expression, happiness, joy, romance, dating, the inner child, and children. So this area of life is going to be full of action and there's going to be a lot of momentum. You may enjoy date nights. You may be feeling a little more romantic. You may be feeling more expressive and confident. So there's a lot of creativity available for you. So work with it because there's an abundance of creativity for you. So a lot of changes occurring, Pisces, a lot of changes occurring for everyone as well as you, especially with Saturn moving into your sign. And it's going to be so profound for you. It's going to really shift and change you as a person. Saturn also rules over self-mastery. So at the end of this transit in 2026, you're just going to feel like a different person. You're going to feel so much more different, so much more evolved, and you're just gonna grow so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below so I know you're watching, subscribe. May this month bring you so much expansion and transformation, and I'll see you next month. Lots of love.